Again, welcome back to Weekend at Bernie's Garage YouTube channel. Today, back at the old black Firebird. There we go. And a little bit more of an update video. We got a bit more work done with it. Some stuff done off camera and that. But let's see where we're at right now. So anyway, what we end up doing, so as you can see, turbocharger is mounted right here, bolted in. Haven't got the oil line connected just yet. The fitting is different for the between the VS S366 and anyway that 7875. I got a different oil fitting into it, so I just got to get an adapter now. I'll go. I had this piece was different, and the adapter piece. Well, my line was, I think it's a -3. Anyway, we end up getting this in, putting it in place. And anyway, got the coupler in here, as you can see. Probably you can see it through here. So we come off the turbo 90, put a joiner in here, bead rolled. Piece of Luna pipe, so it was anyways in there and it's clamped in there 2 beads, and it comes over here into the inlet of the turbo. To take it off again, this is going to be this fitting here. Obviously that's going to go to the wastegate. Not planning on using the boost controller on this. If we are, it's probably going to be a manual one. I'm not getting into electronic stuff if I don't have to. Anyway, so you look over here, we got this on. This is on for good now. I figure anyway, it's on. And anyway, what we end up doing, this here was tilted in this way a little bit. So by the time I put the turbo here and got a straight run at this pipe here, we tilted this out and down. So I did have to take that off, and I did have to modify this pipe a little. But anyway, I got way more clearance on the heater hoses right here than I had, because they were pretty tight. And anyways, pretty straight run here. So anyway, what we ended up doing then, so the wastegate came in. I had the wastegate put here. It's in the sort of in the bend here. It's on top of the bend, but it's anyways in the bend. It's not an ideal spot. I probably would have been a little bit better here actually, but I'm trying to declutter the engine bay, just move stuff out around. It's not going to hurt having the wastegate closer to the turbo. Some people put them on the turbo. Anyway, that could have been an option too. But anyway, what we have done, we got this piece in here. So what we plan on, I actually been fitting around. So the crossover pipe down there is actually made, and it comes down out of the engine up to the other one. See if we get a little light here. On this side. So you see the crossover pipe is right there. And anyway, down one side up there, I have 2 band clamps. Anyway, so we got a little bit further than that done. Actually, we had a little bit. So anyway, what I've done then, I was looking originally. My 2 fuel lines are right here. They used to come out here, this way, And what I had done was, or I had the earlier exhaust, when the two of them were up in here. But anyway, the earlier exhaust just come down here and go in under and join in the pipe down there. Anyway, it was tires were robbing it and a bunch of stuff. So anyway, so the plan is these here can be basically I take that mount out, run the two hoses underneath the mount, and put the mount back on. And anyway, they'll be out right here, and which will be good. I was going to try to move them over. This one's coming off. But anyway, this one here, I looks at it, my hoses are actually on the other side of that. So I got to basically disconnect the wire off the starter, move it to the other side, route these over, put start motor or wire back on, or battery for the battery cable. Okay. So the plan is now we're doing the same thing as Holly square body. We're going to run the exhaust pipe down there. So I had that made anyway. So let's take a little look, see if we can mount this to somewhere, so we can see this. So see there now. So anyway, see if that'll stay there for a minute. Like so. So anyway, that's where we got it. So what we end up having here, got this pipe, which basically goes in this way. Okay, so let's have a quick look. So anyway, we got the pipe in there. So I got to get a band clamper here. I didn't have the proper size. Well, anyway, it'll go in there anyway. Pipe runs alongside this one. Put a little notch in it right here to get her closer to the band clamp. Anyway, it goes down there, and although it looks like down there, when we got it on, this is actually turned up that way a little bit, so it's a little bit off the frame, which gives us still plug wire clearance. Oxygen sensor goes here, and as you can see, it's not terribly bad for the fuel lines, but I'm going to run them, move them anyway. So as for the turbo, every other one that I had, this ran to the atmosphere, but I may just considering there's obviously flames comes out and heat, and I'm trying to get rid of heat. So the last one I had it gone down there, and I had it in the wheel well area down right here. And come think of it now, basically, if it's aimed at the tire, when you have when you're on a boost that the gate opens, you're basically shooting flames, I guess, at the tire. So anyway, I think I may change that after, but basically I can put a pipe into the exhaust pipe, which is the way a lot of them are done. We done on Hollies that way. And anyway, but the other thing too, this here is mounted nice and easy to replace the spring. Take the bolts out, put it off. It's mounted is just read up, push down on it, and tighten your screws up. The actual spring that's in it now is a bit tighter than what I would like. So some extra springs came with the kit and some stuff. So it's so a couple more springs, and anyway, we got the ring and ring in the band clamp for it to go over here. So anyway, that's that. So anyway, other than joining that exhaust and straight exhaust up behind it, that's most of the kit here. I'm looking at no big. It's down from the hood because the other one was always up higher, so it's down a bit further. Crossover pipe takes heat out of her. That's down under the car. So I'm hoping it's going to work well anyway. Again, this is a 3-inch here going into the turbo. It's a 2.5-inch crossover pipe, and it's scheduled 40 2.5-inch pipe. And this here is a 3.5-inch pipe anyway, sauce pipe. So other than, like I said, John's down there, we're in pretty good shape. So anyway, the part about the underpart. Yeah, so the original plan, and it's still probably going to be, trying to get a 4L80 in this. I have the transmission. It's stock torque converter. Transmission works good. It's just got to get into it, and it's just my engine controller won't run a automatic 4L80, so I got to come up with some other thing to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So I puts it into it, and even about one of them standalone harnesses, I basically got to buy a shifter. So that's not a possible either. But anyway, I kind of like what's in the car, so I don't really want to change stuff too much. And it becomes fully automatic, or sorry, it becomes fully manual. Fuel lines and some stuff. Like I said, in an idea to declutter it, I would like to remove all that and find a different way to do it. But right now, just working on straightening this out and that out. Because really, this is a lot of fuel pressure that I don't need. So I'll give it a little refresh again. So we got two 450 pumps going to a Y. So they're dash 8 coming off of the dash 8 coming off the two bungs in the fuel cell. So it goes two dash 8 outlets, the two fuel filters, the two pumps over to Y, which goes from an 8 on one side to 8 on two parts of the Y and 10 on the other. So then it runs a 10 line, which is that over there. So it runs a 10 up to the rail. So it goes in the rail, goes in another Y, it goes all the way through here, goes to a Y, goes over an 8 here and 8 on the other side, comes out of 8, comes out of 8, comes over, comes back in fuel pressure regulator, and anyway, goes down and returns back to the fuel cell. So it's a lot. Thinking now, I don't need all that. I'll find a cleaner, tidier way to do it. I probably will, but as right now that works. So this is nothing I have to do with it. So I'm just going to re-wrap the lines down here right now, because even if I done some stuff with it, I can use some of this and some of it I can change. But anyway, we'll deal with it then. Anyway, it's a little overview of where we're at now. Car is getting on pretty good. It's actually I think it's the 20th of April, so it's it's getting there. I like to try to get it finished, get it out for the year. The only thing I want to paint it, so I'm trying to get most mechanical stuff done with it. So we're actually going to paint the car this year. It's the plan anyway. So trying to get all the mechanical stuff straightened up with it, and so the rest is all shouldn't be too hard. It's not a big lot of body work onto it. Well, yeah, we've got to get another one of these here, fix that. Them pieces I cut out there, those going to look pretty terrible. I'm not going to fill it. I'm just going to put for right now, just going to put like, I guess they're fake outlets there. Anyway, if I don't like it, I'll change it again after. But anyway, I'm probably going to just put a piece of 3.5-inch pipe coming out of it, and a piece of not sure what that is there, whatever size I had there for the wastegate. I think it might be an inch and a quarter or something, inch and a half or whatever it was anyway. So I'll probably make a plate and just put 2 of them onto it and just put it out there on both sides, because it's already there and it's already painted. And anyway, so, but anyway, other than that, that's where we're at. That's a little update. So anyway, get a bit more done with it, and we'll check it out then. For Weekend at Bernie's Garage YouTube channel. See you on the next one.